There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, a matchup out of the AL Central between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. The Indians are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Chuck Nash, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last one to pick up a W in his last start when he got into the 7th inning. Let's see if he can make that 2 good, strong outings of 7+ innings back-to-back.
Stepping up is Dean Summers. He'll get us
Leading off
started in this one
Cleveland,
under the lights.
the shortstop, Dean Summers.
And now the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left.
First pitch, 7-10.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Batting second, the second baseman, Carlos Ortega.
So now to the plate, Carlos Ortega, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. Left side. And that's going to be a base hit as well, so it's back-to-back knocks to start the festivities tonight.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
At the plate, Gregorio Ortiz as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Spin and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now this is slowly hit to short. Probably too slowly to get to. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The designated hitter, Derek Shaw.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Derek Shaw. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Set and the pitch. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The set and the 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
The set and the 2-0.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. He's set the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting 6, the first baseman.
Next to stand in is Kirby Ellis, and the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. From the stretch, and that misses ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Craig Lewis gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's a real good 2-seam fastball, and you'll know if it's good because he'll have good run and sinking action to his arm side. He'll throw it to all 4 quadrants of the plate, and he needs that pitch to be effective in this game here today.
Striding in is Lucius Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Lucius.
Now here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to the manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
At the plate now, Alfonso Pena, and this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball 1. Rojas leads off second with nobody out. A ball and a strike. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone. Digging in next, Paul Keys. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Here it comes on 0-2. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. He's got it, and there's out number 2. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Comes set, the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Back on the south side, second inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And, guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Nash, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Standing in now, Clayton Janeway. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. So stepping in is Eugenio Rodriguez. Here's the first pitch.
No ball, 1 strike.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Rojas has got it, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Howard McKinnon. First pitch of the AB on its way. And a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Justin Zimmer, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. One out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Mac Slade. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ball 1.
No, that missed. 1-1.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Dean Summers.
Dean Summers.
First pitch on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Nunez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Carlos Ortega.
Now into the box, Carlos Ortega. He collected a base hit his first time up. Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a little looper down the left field line. In there, a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. So now to the plate, Gregorio Ortiz, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now a throw over. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, it'll be Desi
Leading off
Ruiz.
for
They'll
the
look
White
to
Sox,
spark the offense
the
and even
first
things
baseman,
up.
Desi Ruiz.
First pitch on the way. And a curveball in for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Batting ninth, the right fielder.
Next to hit is Will Lorenz. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
He's set. Here it comes. Popped up. Ellis waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Lucius Rojas.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lucius Rojas. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with two aboard now.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box now, Alfonso Pena, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
2 notes now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And whoa, there's a swing he'd like back. It's 2-1 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Ruiz at second. Rojas at first. One gone. Ball even at 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach
Now
finds him in the dugout and gives him a little
fielder,
talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
At the plate, Paul Keys. Hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. Ruiz rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score, and the White Sox have tied it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
One and two. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Derek Shaw.
Derek Shaw.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's out.
The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
At the plate now, Marcel Montano. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kirby Ellis.
In now for Cleveland, Kirby Ellis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Now to the plate, here is Howard McKinnon. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The designated hitter, Howard McKinnon.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Behind 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Good job
Now
of making him
batting,
chase
left
a pitch
fielder,
for the strikeout there.
Justin.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage
Zimmer.
of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Justin Zimmer, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Struck out in his first at-bat. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Got him on the good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning.
The catcher,
He looks
number
really
13.
sharp out there, guys.
Matt Slade.
Into the box, Mac Slade. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Striding
Nelly
in for the Indians,
Anderson.
Nelly Anderson. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
So now to the plate, Clayton Janeway. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
One out, nobody on. And there's a base hit on the line.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Well, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
To the plate now, Eugenio Rodriguez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Sharp ground ball to third. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. They make it look easy, don't they? Around the horn for the double play to end the inning. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So now into the box is Desi Ruiz. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
That's pure pitch recognition right there. He's able to get the front foot down, backdoor breaking ball, and drive it the other way. That's the kind of thing that fires me up.
Stepping in now, Will Lorenz, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Ruiz gets his lead at first, nobody out. Down the third baseline. but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for Chicago, the second baseman, Lucius Rojas.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Lucius Rojas. First pitch of the AB on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Hey, I understand it's a tough play, but he had a little trouble getting the exchange right and had to take that extra step. I think if he didn't have to do that, was a little quicker, he might have had the out.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back in standing. At the plate now, Alfonso Pena, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 coming. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. And now in the box, Dean Summers. He flew out in his last AB.
Dean Summers.
First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
The 1-0.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Grounded to first, right to him. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The batter
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
In now, Carlos Ortega. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, The center fielder, Gregorio Ortiz.
Next up is Gregorio Ortiz. He bounced out last time up. First delivery to him. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Still tied 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder,
Leading up
Paul
for the White
Keys.
Sox, the center fielder, Paul Keys.
First offering on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
A ball and 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Here comes the 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. And it looks now like they want some time to review that one. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play.
I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but let's take another look. Not easy to tell from this shot. Tough call on this one, if you ask me.
Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Indians have elected to challenge the
All right, here's
play.
one more look at it. Looking for that indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the play. But I don't think there's enough right there.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of safe at first base.
Throw over to first. Runner's back. Into the box, Antonio Nunez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
On, he pops it up. Ellis trying to get there, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Keys on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a liner. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Timeout time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Standing in now, Howard McKinnon, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
From the belt, the pitch.
2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
2-2.
Still 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Zimmer.
At the plate, Justin Zimmer, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. First and second now, one man out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
First pitch of the AB now. Mac Slade started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
You could tell this guy's got great feel for all this stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. Score remains tied 1-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Derek Shaw. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Marcel Montano. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Fourth home run here in the early going, and it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
To the plate now, Kirby Ellis.
Kirby Ellis.
As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Swing and a flare down the line. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 15, Nelly.
Here comes Tony La Russa out of his foxhole at the end of the dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Michael Robinson takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Michael Robinson.
At the plate now, Nelly Anderson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Clayton.
Next to dig in, Clayton Janeway. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now here's the first offering. Righty against righty, as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Lorenz is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Next, here is Eugenio Rodriguez. Now the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Dean Summers. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First offering on its way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's the 1-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. To shortstop.
The batter, the second baseman, Carlos Ortega.
Now it'll be Carlos Ortega, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on the way.
That's the ball.
3 runs already home here. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Lorenz is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. The Tribe lead this one 4-1. Daniel Nathan is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 29, Daniel Nathan.
Last half of the 7th here, and here comes the first baseman, Desi Ruiz.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W. In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Two and 1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. And he struck him out.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Into the box, Will Lorenz. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Lucius Rojas. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
1-2, the count.
High in the air out towards shallow right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it 4-1. Kyle Anderson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Kyle Anderson.
Gregorio Ortiz will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Gregorio Ortiz.
Here's the pitch. Now, oh boy, a fastball right at him to start the inning. Good thing he got out of the way of that one. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's the ball. Outside.
Hard hit toward the hole, and this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The designated hitter, Derek Shaw.
In now, Derek Shaw, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first, but the runner's back easily. Ortiz aboard here at first with nobody out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Hey, man, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
From the belt, the pitch.
2-2 the count.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Stepping in now, Marcel Montano, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And it's 1-1.
He's going!
1-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Next, it'll be Nelly Anderson. First pitch on its way. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch.
No, that missed. That's the ball. 1-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
He's ready now, the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Indians strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Alfonso Pena.
Third baseman, Alfonso Pena.
Tyrone Hicks is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Tyrone Hicks.
From the stretch. Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. Ortiz comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Paul Key.
And now here is Paul Keys as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they usually struggle from one side of the plate or the other. Not him, though. He's a true switch hitter who has a lot of success from either side of the box.
Now batting, the shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Antonio Nunez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, ball. 1-0. Nope, ball.
Now the 2-0 home. 2-1 now. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Marco Zerbe enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Marco Zerbe.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Clayton Janeway.
Janeway.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 0-1. Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the 9th. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
So now to the plate, Eugenio Rodriguez. 0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. One and one. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Now the 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Line to the right side. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
At the plate now, Dean Summers. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Lorenz is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So the next to bat will be Carlos Ortega. Flew out last time up. First pitch on its way.
No, that's the ball.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at bat if they want to get back in this thing. Indians leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and standing in is the DH,
the
Howard
designated hitter,
McKinnon.
Howard McKinnon.
Daisuke Okada takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 61, Daisuke Okada.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
The 0-1 on its way. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fouled straight back. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping in next, Justin Zimmer, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Fouled off. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball inside.
And it's fouled away. Still 1-2. Again, another foul ball. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
At the plate, Mac Slade.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that misses. 1-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
2-1.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The White Sox down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Cleveland Indians used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Craig Lewis gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Daisuke Okada hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the White Sox, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. In the AL Central, the Cleveland Indians totaled 11 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 4-1. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. Rick Payne earned his first career big league win on the mound as the Angels pushed past the Royals 4-1. The Red Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-2. The Houston Astros allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 4-1. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-1. Adam Jackson collected his first ever W at the big league level, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 3-0. The Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-2. The Braves picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-3. The Metropolitans knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-1. The Cubbies combined to give up just 5 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-2. Chad Paxton got his first career win, helping lead Washington past the Redbirds 8-6. Kyle Redman earned the 3rd W of his season as Arizona took one from Oakland 3-2. Tyler Hardy had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish, leading San Francisco over Cincinnati 8-7. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. The Tribe find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Grant Murphy is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Stepping up is Dean Summers, and we are set for baseball here this evening. To the AB on its way. To short, hit hard. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. To the plate now, Carlos Ortega, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Roll, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Roll, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Ready with another 0-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Summers gets his lead at first, nobody out. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Gregorio Ortiz, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Into the box, Derek Shaw scooped up. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. That's how you roll it. 5-4-3. A double play sends us to break. The show is back on the south side after this. Andres Santiago is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So here is Lucius Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the White Sox, the second baseman, Lucius Rojas.
And now pitch on the way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Montano has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
Batting second.
A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me: home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
In now, W. Young. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher,
Batting
because
third,
you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
At the plate now, Paul Keys. Right side, but it's well foul. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
1 ball.
2 out, nobody on. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The 2-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Evan Brenner.
Evan Brenner.
Now here's the first offering. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. Behind 0-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting 6.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Kirby Ellis trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First pitch of the AB on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Keys is there, 2 gone.
Batting 7. The right fielder, Marcel Montano.
Now to the plate, Marcel Montano. First offering. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. set to get his evening at the plate started. Antonio Nunez trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First delivery to him. Swing and a liner. But this lands foul for the first strike. Nunez, 28 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. Heading out towards shallow right. Montano is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on Dave. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
At the plate, Alfonso Pena, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Designated hitter, Howard McKinnon.
Next will be the designated hitter, Howard McKinnon. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Janeway has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Will move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Clayton Janeway.
Clayton Janeway.
First pitch on the way.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Fouled away. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another full count pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Young is there, one away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Andrew Zavala.
Now to bat, Andrew Zavala. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Stepping in now, Dean Summers. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Carlos Ortega.
Into the box now, Carlos Ortega, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
One and one. Here it is to short. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, here is Gino Holgiano. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
To the plate now, Justin Zimmer, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a
Batting
really
ninth,
good job against this
the
guy in
catcher,
this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Standing in now, Desi Ruiz, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Summers is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Gregorio Ortiz.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs. This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
At the plate now, Derek Shaw, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. Ortiz on at first, nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
So now to the plate, Evan Brenner, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the air, out to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Now at the plate is Kirby Ellis. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Ellis.
First pitch on the way.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
2-0 now. A man at third with 1 away. Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And now here's the third time he stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm. 1 out and a runner on third. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4, so that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
He's set, and the pitch. Marcel Montano will stand in for the second time as he watches 1 miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Ready now for the White Sox, Lucius Rojas back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Swing and he pops him up. Janeway in foul ground and no one will.
He's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And another foul ball. Changeup called strike three as he rolls his eyes at the call. One away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on two strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, W. Young. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box now, Paul Keys, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. We return to Chicago after this. All ready to go in the top of the fifth, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Clayton Janeway. First offering on its way. Fouled off. The 0-1 on its way. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Grounded to short. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
Zavala.
So next to hit is Andrew Zavala, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Yeah, this might be his power side, swinging right-handed. Not that he doesn't have a lot of power from the left side, but if you look at the splits, a far superior hitter for power from the right side.
Janeway aboard here at first with nobody out. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a little looper down the left field line. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, Dean Summers.
In now, Dean Summers, fouled away. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Janeway isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He will score as they extend their lead to 2.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
To the plate now, Carlos Ortega, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
The batter, the center fielder, Gregorio.
Here comes Tony La Russa out of his foxhole at the end of the dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Luis Campos will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Luis Campos.
Standing in now, Gregorio Ortiz, high in the air down the right field line. Young is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter,
And stepping in, Derek Shaw. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. He's running. A pitch out. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
One of the keys to stealing a bag is getting a good jump. And even though this throw bounces, they're still able to get him because of the poor jump he had on first.
3 runs already home here. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Heading out towards shallow right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Indians on top, 4-0. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Antonio Nunez.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Antonio Nunez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
Go. That's off the plate.
Two balls and a strike now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brenner is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alfonso Pena.
At the plate now is Alfonso Pena. He flew out in his last AB. First offering on its way. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Next up, Howard McKinnon popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Hit out towards second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
So now to the plate, Gino Bolgiano. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Pena is on his way home.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, taking the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Stepping in now, Justin Zimmer, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
From the stretch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
He's just ringing up strikeouts
Now
left and
batting,
right. But what's
catcher,
really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate, Desi Ruiz. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Sox get 1 on the RBI double. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now a 4-1 game. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Evan Brenner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Hey, if I'm on the mound, I'm going even further out of zone on this next pitch.
Here's the ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line, and this will stay fair. Home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box, Kirby Ellis. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-2. Popped up. But this will land untouched. Base is empty here with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
At the plate now, Marcel Montano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Liner in there for a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He's around first, heading for 2. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Standing in now, Clayton Janeway. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2. Montano leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
To the plate now, Andrew Zavala. Right side, fair ball down the line. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
Michael Robinson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Dean Summers, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Line drive to left. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Batter number 2. Second
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Lined hard to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And now gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
It'll be Gregorio Ortiz. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roll, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Stepping in now, Derek Shaw, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Pena is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Indians lead it 9-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Lucius Rojas. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're definitely just not having consistent quality ABs. The game plan they had coming in hasn't worked, and I'm interested to see if they're willing to change it up a little bit.
And now the first pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, W. Young struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Paul Key.
Up next, Paul Keys. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
chopped weakly to the left.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
The 0-2 once more. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Antonio Nunez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Keys leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They trail big. It's 9-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Evan Brenner. First pitch of the AB now. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. The 1-0. Is in there for strike 1. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The first baseman, number 7, Kirby Ellis.
And now Kirby Ellis. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Now here's the first offering. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batter, the right fielder, Marcel Montano.
So now to the plate, Marcel Montano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his 2nd hit of the evening.
Now batting, third baseman, Clayton Janeway.
Into the box, Clayton Janeway. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
The 2-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Zimmer finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Indians 9 and the White Sox 1. Stepping in once again is Alfonso Pena. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Baseman, Alfonso Pena.
First pitch on its way. Hit to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Up next for Chicago, the designated hitter, Howard McKinnon.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Howard McKinnon, singled in his last at-bat. The pitch. Down the right field line. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Gino Bolgiano, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Fly ball right down the line and left, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. McKinnon, the runner at second with 1 away. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
1-2.
Heading out towards shallow right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Zimmer.
Up next for Chicago, Justin Zimmer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on the way.
1-1. 1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Hopped up. Ortega shading to his right. And that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1. They trail big. It's 9-1. Digging in will be Andrew Zavala. He'll lead things
Leading off
off
for
as
the
they
Indians,
look to perhaps build
catcher,
on an already
Andrew
sizable lead.
Zavala.
Now here it comes.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Fielded cleanly. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. Shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Into the box now, Dean Summers, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Keys is right there, one down.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Carlos.
So now here is Carlos Ortega as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by, no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Alan Underwood comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Alan Underwood.
At the plate now, Gregorio Ortiz, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Zavala at third, Ortega at second with one away. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI in the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So now to the plate, Derek Shaw, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Still only one out in the inning. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Indians 11 and the White Sox 1. Into the box, Desi Ruiz grounded out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Desi.
Here's the first pitch.
Ruiz.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Here's another 0-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Reined in. And a good throw gets him one gone. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Lucius Rojas. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, W. Young, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that gets him on the mound. To second for 1, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Next to hit, Paul Keys. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. Young is off at first with 2 away. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Young rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
Now batting, shortstop, Antonio.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Chip Andrews enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 12, Chip Andrews.
Into the box, Antonio Nunez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Keys blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he's safe as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Now batting, third base.
And that just pains a pitcher. They're already given up a run in the inning, and he has 2 outs, almost out of trouble, but then serves up a mistake. The runner busted around the bases to score from first, and the hitter is in scoring position on second.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. This pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one. The 3-2 one more time, and he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Indians 11 and the White Sox 3. Ready now is Evan Brenner. Flew out last time up. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Underwood has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Next to stand in is Kirby Ellis. And now the first pitch. Line towards center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
At the plate, Marcel Montano, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Nunez camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding in is Clayton Janeway. He's 1 for 4 so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. High in the air out to center field. Keys will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Indians leave 1. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. Striding forward now is the DH, Howard McKinnon, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
This is chopped down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. He was great all night long.
Gino.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
To the plate now, Gino Bolgiano. No balls and 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Montano is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Now batting. The left field.
Next it'll be Justin Zimmer. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And that's going to put an end to this one, and the Indians will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 11-3 the final score in this contest. Cleveland posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Andres Santiago earns his first win of the season. Grant Murphy was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians, 11 runs on 18 hits. No errors, they left 9 runners on base. For the White Sox, 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. In the AL Central, the Cleveland Indians got 18 hits as they dismantled the White Sox 11-3. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. Gavin Grant got his 3rd win this season as the Angels pushed past the Royals 2-1. Christopher Reed got his first career win, leading the Bo Sox over the Twins 3-2. Will Jacobs collected win number 3 this year, helping the Astros get by the Tigers 3-1. The Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 8-5. The Bronx Bombers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-2. The Seattle Mariners swiped 5 bags as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-5. The Atlanta Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 3-0. The Mets put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-2. The Chicago Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-3. The Padres got 11 hits overall as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-3. Doug Meadows was on at the plate, blasting 2 long balls as the Cards took down the Nationals 4-0. The Diamondbacks completed a short 2-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-2. The Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-2. The Cincinnati Reds held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 2-0. Jesus Dominguez was tagged with a tough luck loss despite tossing 8 innings and allowing 0 earned. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.